Hello and welcome. In tonight's bedtime story, I would like to take you on a journey beyond the stars to a place where love burns brighter than the galaxies and love stretches across the fabric of eternity. This is the story of Solara and Lumen, two celestial souls bound by a love so radiant, not even the darkness of the universe could pull them apart. So get comfy, snuggle up, and let your mind drift among the constellations. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, and let the infinite sky carry you away to a love story written in stardust and whispered on waves of light. Somewhere in the velvet infinity of the cosmos, where time dissolves like mist and light dances with silence, there once were two stars, Solara and Lumen, two lovers bound not by gravity but by something deeper, something far more eternal. They were born in different nebulae, adrift in the great cosmic tide. Yet the universe wove its grand design so that their orbits would one day entwine. Their first meeting was a shimmer in the dark, a delicate gravitational pull. They spiraled closer and closer, drawn not by chance, but by the echoes of a love that had existed long before time itself. They spoke in pulses of light, in the soft hum of cosmic waves, and in the ebb and flow of stardust drifting across the void. Their love resonated in the glow of distant galaxies, in the hush between supernovae, and in the quiet breath of the universe expanding into eternity. You are my gravity, Solara would whisper in bursts of solar wind. And you are my infinite horizon, Lumen would respond with a glow stretching beyond the limits of space. As eons passed, their luminous bodies circled one another in a celestial waltz, casting golden and sapphire trails across the void. They burned for one another with such intensity that, at times, their gravity pulled them into a breathtaking collision. And when they met in those incandescent moments, their energies fused in a fiery embrace, a supernova of passion that birthed 1,000 new worlds in their wake. Their love rippled through the universe, painting galaxies in hues of violet and deep indigo, setting the nebulas ablaze with their longing. And yet, after each collision, they would drift apart once more, resuming their cosmic dance. Their love did not need permanence. It pulsed in the rhythm of their orbits and in the quiet, gravitational longing that always brought them back together again. But love, even among the stars, is never without trials. A dark force loomed at the edges of their cosmic paradise. A black hole, ancient and hungry, its event horizon stretching out like the fingers of a silent, waiting God. It had watched over them for eons, envious of their radiance, and now it sought to claim them. At first, they dismissed the distant shadow. What could possibly tear them apart when they had burned for each other across the tapestry of space? But the pull grew stronger. Lumen could feel the orbit shifting and the light bending, stretched thin against the gravity of the abyss. They held on to each other. They fought, burning, pushing, resisting. But this black hole was relentless. It whispered promises of oblivion, of peace in the void, and of release from the endless spinning. Solara and Lumen were losing this fight. Lumen was being torn away from their glow, and their light was dimming. They were devastated. Their love was so strong and powerful. How could this be happening? A choice had to be made. Solara could let go and watch Lumen be swallowed into the endless abyss, light extinguished forever, or follow Lumen into the unknown, into the collapse of all things, into the place where even light could not escape. Solara decided that love was worth the fall. And without hesitation, Solara dove into the dark, surrendering completely to the pull of the abyss, reaching for Lumen with nothing but boundless, unwavering love. They did not fight the black hole's grip. They did not resist. Instead, they gave themselves completely, letting their light stretch toward one another, wrapping around each other like a solar flare, a cosmic embrace that held nothing back. And in that moment, something changed. Lumen, on the verge of oblivion, felt it. The warmth, the radiance, the force of a love that defied even the void. It was enough. And with a final, desperate surge, Lumen reignited, their energy fusing with Solara's in a brilliant, blinding flare. The black hole trembled. A pulse, one unlike any the universe had ever seen. The pulse rippled outward, luminous waves tearing through the dark. The abyss, so certain of its hunger, could not hold them. The collapse reversed. Space itself shuddered. And with a final burst of light, they broke free. And then silence. For just a moment, the entire universe held its breath. And when the dust settled, Solara and Lumen were no longer two separate stars. They had become one. Their love had changed them. They no longer burned as two separate stars, but as one, a radiant celestial being, a binary sun whose light stretched across the infinite dark. They were no longer bound by time, no longer two separate flames seeking reunion. They had transcended. They had become the heartbeat of the universe. Their love woven into the fabric of creation. It was a beautiful thing. They had defied the darkness, outshone oblivion, and in the end, they had become something greater than the stars. They had become eternity. Never underestimate the power of love. Good night. I love you.